Hello everyone, welcome to Flash Film Reviews. I'm Riley and my co-host Nick is with me.
I'm Nick, hello.
And today we watched what I thoroughly enjoyed, a great film called Bubba Ho-Tep, starring Bruce Campbell.
Ho-Tep. It's like a low-budget horror comedy film, sort of in the vein of Evil Dead, about Elvis, who's stuck in a retirement home, teams up with JFK, who in this is an African-American man, to defeat a mummy dressed in a cowboy outfit named Bubba Ho-Tep, who likes to graffiti on toilet stalls with hieroglyphs.
This top line translates roughly into Cleopatra does the nasty.
Say what?
Does it live up to the hype that we put it to?
I mean, the hype was pretty high, so probably not,
yeah.
but I think it was still pretty great for its own merits.
Yeah, I would agree. It got its great moments, but then it also spends heaps of time doing exposition, which is one of the points that's like really funny, but then it gets pretty, it slows it down a lot.
Yeah, like Elvis, played by Bruce Campbell. He also might be a Elvis impersonator named Sebastian Hath or something, but he's also the real Elvis, impersonating Sebastian Hath, impersonating Elvis.
And this boy, Sebastian Hath, he was an Elvis imitator. He's the best of them. He took my place. Problem is he had a bad heart. We liked drugs too. Liked him more than I did, so it was him that died, not me. I just took his place.
Why would you want to leave all that fame, Mr. Presley? All that money?
I don't know. Because they got old.
I quite enjoyed the Elvis backstory thing.
Same.
And Elvis swaps places with the impersonator and then loses his contract to get his own life back in a disastrous barbecue fire.
If I wanted to trade back, he'd let me. I lost my copy in a barbecue accident. Oh my God. Did you see that thing?
And then the explanation is, like you said, when he throws his hip out at the concert, then all of a sudden he just like can't move, and then he has to live in a retirement home.
Yeah, he gets put in a coma for like 20 years, I guess.
Because he fell off the stage. Yeah, that's right. Bubba Ho-Tep, he is this Egyptian. There's all this exposition explaining all this stuff. I wouldn't be able to remember
he
it.
Psychically delivers it to Bruce Campbell's mind.
Yeah, conveniently
just
for
by
us to
looking
see.
at him. Just like, oh, dead in Egypt. Oh, he's a sarcophagus. Oh, he's in the US now. Oh, he fell off a bridge.
And there you go.
So somewhere in between there, he acquired a cowboy outfit.
Yeah, they don't explain why, but he's in Texas, so I mean that's explanation enough, right?
He's a Bubba Ho-Tep.
So he's in this retirement village, yeah. And the way that he does suck those souls is through the asshole of these old people.
He has to suck on the souls of the living, and then if the souls are small, his life force doesn't last long.
And wraps his lips around some elder's arsehole. That elder is going to die pretty soon.
He keeps preying on these old people because, no one really cares when these people die, which is kind of sad.
Sure, chuck him in the retirement village. JFK, who is actually an African-American man.
You think he's crazy because he thinks he's JFK, but then you start to actually get convinced that this man might actually be JFK.
Yeah, I think the movie intends for this man to be JFK. And it's
sort of like a joke in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's
true,
like
right?
it's like they dyed my skin black.
It's like, what?
Jack, no offense, but President Kennedy was a white man.
That's how clever they are. They dyed me this color all over.
For like the start of the movie, he's in an electric wheelchair and he goes around, so you think that he can't walk. But in the middle of the movie, they don't explain it. He's just walking around like completely fine.
He's fine. He's completely able-bodied, and whereas Elvis Elvis needs a walker. He can barely get around because he threw his hip out.
With the climactic sequence, he just goes around on his wheelchair again and fucking zooms around in the most goofy way possible, just going at like 10 kilometers an hour.
He looks like an
trying to-
absolute boss on that wheelchair, though.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got president energy.
Even that scene where the Bubba Ho-Tep was like slowly approaching Elvis, he like kind of rolls behind him and he's like, you just see his silhouette, and he actually looked kind of
It's more
intimidating.
intimidating than Bubba Ho-Tep.
Yeah. I just started like cracking up when at the ending part they find out the way to defeat Bubba Ho-Tep is just to basically set him on fire with a bunch of
fire.
bunch of alcohol. Right, like, and
But they don't even know. They're just like, oh, set him on fire, I guess. That'll work.
Do we know what the hell we're doing, man?
No.
yeah, they literally acknowledge like, oh yeah, let's just try it. Let's just
set
see
him
how
on
it
fire.
goes. And then like at the end he's going around kind of pointlessly on the electric wheelchair trying to fucking like get him, and then all of a sudden Bubba Ho-Tep just pushes him over. Like he doesn't do really anything else except push him over and then maybe like get ready to suck his soul, and then
Falls off his chair and he just sort of dies.
he just dies. Yeah.
Like,
There's no reason.
why though? Why are you dying, JFK? Tell us. Tell us why you're dying.
The president is soon dead.
After that, Elvis sort of
The wheelchair just flies back to Elvis. And
Yeah, the
Elvis
wheelchair-
commandeers the wheelchair.
and then fucking charges into Bubba Ho-Tep, yeah. And I just thought it was so funny. They're building up to this moment, and then like he's basically he doused Bubba Ho-Tep in alcohol, and then he has his lighter and he lights it, and he just goes like, sorry man, and just chucks it, and he just starts like burning. It's so like anticlimactic.
If the movie ended there, that'd been peak.
That would have been so funny.
Sorry, man. Bubba Ho-Tep, directed by.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
But the ending as
Yeah.
well, doesn't Elvis just fucking die and then the movie ends?
He gets stabbed, and then he's like, thank you very much. Oh, and then this guy spits hieroglyphs.
Yeah, that's
It says
right.
all as well. And then Elvis dies.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This movie's like pretty depressing. Like
This movie is a bit sad.
his inner monologue, right, goes off about his regrets and guilt.
It's just sad.
Yeah.
And it sort of does make a good point of like how these people in retirement homes sort of just get left to die. And they sort of just get put in there and just forgotten about,
Yeah.
like even by their families. They just don't want to deal with them anymore.
Maybe, yeah, Bubba Ho-Tep actually gave him something, the sort of thrill of having something to, to fight for, having sort of something to do was
Yeah.
actually what they wanted.
Maybe this movie has deeper messages.
It has something. Maybe, yeah, we're just,
There's something
something
here.
more to it.
This movie's a masterpiece. I would say that Bubba Ho-Tep is an enjoyable experience, and I will not regret having seen it because it is quite wild and I enjoyed it. That is my opinion. Out of 10.
Yeah. You fit that all and then just add a 10 underneath.
Yeah, out of 10. That's the new rating metric.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into today's episode. There's a link in the description to our Spotify, so go check that out. We have the full episode on there. And subscribe. Do it now. Please. See you in the next one.